Good morning. For those of y'all who don't know me, my name is Shelton, and I'm 18 years old, and I'm a senior at Oxford High School. I moved from Jackson, Mississippi when I was about 2 years old, and I've lived here for the rest of my life. Now, I have a question for some people in the crowd. How many of y'all are in between the ages of 5 and 18 years old? Go on, raise your hands. Wow, that's a lot more than last service. Well, I need y'all to listen up because I was you. I was the guy who grew up in this church, and I went to Sunday school every single Sunday, and I learned the stories of the Old and the New Testament, like Jonah and the whale, Noah's Ark, and Moses leading the Israelites to the Holy Land. Well, you get the idea. At a young age, I thought of God as a man who judged whether a person got into heaven or not. If you were a good boy, then you went to heaven. If not, then you'd be going to the devil. Well, fast forward to my 6th grade year, I started confirmation here at our church, and my mentor was Mr. Richard Barrett. During that process, I really learned the importance of reading Scripture and immersing myself into prayer. I was taught that these two things needed to happen constantly, and it will make you a better Christian. At that age, I thought that since I went to church almost every Sunday, and I prayed every night before I went to bed, that would be enough to be a good Christian and go to heaven. Going through middle school, I went to middle school Young Life camps during the summer. Young Life is a nonprofit, non-denominational organization that is geared to introducing adolescents to Christ and helping them grow in their faith. The main reason that I went to these camps was that a lot of my friends went, and also my middle school self liked that there were a bunch of cute girls from Texas and Florida that went. I had a lot of fun at these camps, and they talked about Jesus a little bit, but it wasn't emphasized much. Although I'd been introduced to Christ at a very young age, this organization has really helped strengthen my relationship with Him over the past 4 years. In the summer after my freshman year of high school, I went to a Young Life camp about an hour north of Atlanta. At that camp, I learned that being a Christian is not all about praying and reading Scripture all of the time. It is about actually maintaining a relationship with Jesus and talking to Him all the time. I learned that in order to be a better Christian, you have to lean on Him in every single way. I adapted these things into my life, but I realized as a human, and as all humans are, it's very difficult to live this way every single day. I tried to continue this way of living through high school, but I needed another spark from Christ. In the summer after my junior year of high school, I volunteered to go work at a Young Life camp called Frontier Ranch in the heart of the Rocky Mountains in Colorado for 3 weeks. I wasn't paid a cent to work. I was a landscaper for the camp, so every single day I would go out into God's creation and make it look beautiful, and we would work for 12 grueling hours a day, it seemed like. Some of the time, I had to rake rocks. Yeah, it's as pointless as it sounds. However, the work I was doing was not pointless. I was making God's creation look beautiful, and the landscaping team I was on made the camp seem like heaven. The reason I worked was to help be a part of the process in which campers would accept Christ into their lives. It was beautiful. On the other hand, I was struggling with myself over these 3 weeks. I knew what I was getting myself into by working all day, every day, and I knew it was going to be tired, but I didn't realize how frustrating it was all going to be. It made me realize that I was not working for service hours or for my own good. I was working for Him. Towards the end of my 3-week session, I was so mentally drained and so tired that it was impossible for me to depend on my own strength. I had to completely depend on Him for strength, and that reliance on Him made me closer to Him. Nowadays, I have adapted these things into my life, and I've never been happier and closer to Him. I'm now making college decisions, and I'm ready to take the next step of my journey with Jesus by my side. I ask that y'all pray for me during this process. I would like to thank Mr. Eddie and Mr. Chris for asking me to stand up in front of all y'all and tell my story with Christ. It's been a great honor to do this. Thank you.